From Italian flair to British eccentricity, hidden away in the English countryside is a unique car factory that likes to do things differently. British company Morgan are the only car makers I can think of that uses carpentry. They don't use robots either, they use real people. This is Stephanie, she stitches the seats. And this is Ben, he builds the hoods for a living. And I'm here to drive Morgan's oldest, newest model. Here it is, the £30,000 three-wheeler. It's a redesign of Morgan's first ever car that dates back to 1910. So here are the main ingredients. You've got a V-twin Harley-Davidson derived 2-litre engine right over the front axle. Tiny, skinny, thin tyres and wheels. Then the middle bit, you've got the cockpit where apparently 2 people sit. Tiny little prop shaft going into a diff, and then a toothed rubber belt that drives a single rear wheel, which is underneath there. But before I get in it and drive it, I want to actually see exactly how it's made. If you liked Airfix models as a kid, this will be right up your street. It all begins with Dave in the wood shop. Obviously, you're the man that kind of starts off the whole process.
Yes. I'll get you to glue a couple of these on.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Job 1 is to put together a giant jigsaw puzzle from the sections of ash and plywood that form the frame of the three-wheeler.
Just put the clamp on. That's it. Now you can put your 2 screws in there.
I can't believe I'm building the basis of a Morgan body shop.
That's fine. And take your clamp off before it sets up.
Oh yeah, have you done? I bet you've done that before. Yeah. Okay, so 1 corner.
Yeah.
It's actually quite light.
Yeah, it is. Very light.
And it's only a single skin of aluminium over that.
That's right, yeah.
Which is why the body's just like...
Yeah.
How many of these have you done then?
I think I'm on, hang on a minute, I'll get the exact...
He's going to tell me exactly what number he's on.
That piece there is
0227. That's the body
on
number.
The next body, yeah.
227th three-wheeler they're on. OK. After 2.5 hours, the frame resembles a rowing boat, and then it's sent away to have aluminium panels attached, and then it's painted. And delivered to Pete, who adds details like the lights.
That just threads into there. This is the rear indicator and reflector. Yeah. Make sure it goes through. That's lovely. And then we just put a little bit of Loctite on, just to make sure it doesn't come undone. And then that just tightens down onto there if you want to have a go.
Yeah. I'm making a customer's car here.
That's right.
And a lot of car companies wouldn't let me near a customer's car.
Yeah. Could you just hold that? I need a
nut and bolt. I can hold stuff. I can do this kind of thing. Yeah.
Clear, yeah. So
there's not a lot to it. I mean, it's a Meccano set with quality control, and most things are easily accessible.
It does come together suddenly.
Such a great shape. Leaving Pete to finish off, I headed upstairs to the trim shop. What are you working on right now?
It's a three-wheeler seat, so this is the cushion of the seat, and these arms just go on the side of the seat.
What's the weirdest interior colour that you've had to do? You must have done some terrors.
We've got a pink, and that was done in a lime green car.
That's quite serious. It's not Katie Price, is it, who's ordered it? In the assembly shop, the chassis and engine are delivered and the rest of the car is built up.
We start putting the rest of the, like, pedal box, plastic trims, oil tank, brackets, battery. We sort of like build back then.
Finally, they marry the body to the chassis. After a few finishing touches, we'll have a completed three-wheeler. I know how the three-wheeler is born. I've helped a few people out along the way. What's left to do now is the most important thing. Take it for a drive. A button from a jet fighter. In just a few yards, the car's magical effect took hold.
And it's the only car in the world that you can just do this to strangers. Hello! Because it's a great British piece of eccentricity. This thing develops maximum torque from 500 RPM. And seeing as it idles at nearly 1,000 RPM, that means you've got maximum torque from the word go. Every input that you put in, you get out. It's a car that weighs 490 something kilos, under half a ton. It's only got 115 horsepower, but that's enough. You can have so much fun without doing 150 miles an hour, without getting a speeding ticket. You've got the forces of the wind pushing on you. You can smell everything. The whole journey, you can tell exactly what a corner smells like. It is a sensory overload. This just throws everything in front of you, right through your eyeballs and right down your nostrils and into your mouth. It's ram air life. And I love it. I just love it. I think I've just swallowed a wasp.
You could spend your money on a Mazda MX-5, Audi TT, or a well-appointed hot hatch. But if you drove the Morgan first, I really think you might just reconsider.
I never thought I would ever want a Morgan in my life. I just never got it. I went to the factory and I've just drunk in all of this history and this charisma and this sort of great British quirky flawed diamond. And now I'm driving it. I want one. I seriously want one.
A basic Seat Me, 7,800. The base model Volkswagen Up, £8,000. So, is it worth the extra money?
In one hand, I think it is, because the residual...
He's not going to get me, he's not going to get me, he's not going to get me. But I reckon it's the power delivery that makes this Aston, I reckon, the winner of the day.
It's settled then. The DBS Volante has a better balanced chassis, smoother power